Good morning, friends. Turn the phone off, the ringer off, the phone. And, once I set the video recording, I remember all the things that I should have done prior to hitting that button. And I could always stop, erase the tape, start another one. But if I had done that, I wouldn't have 480 videos. Okay, what a day today. Another day. Another day to clear out the detritus. That could mean so many things. But the things that maybe we took on as habits out of necessity that are no longer necessary, but they're still habits and we still do them. So let's just say, because we're making up reality for ourselves, so how we experience the world is based on how we're feeling about the world and about ourselves and about others and about our cats and our dogs and the economy and the many things that are going on that we know about because we look at our computer and it tells us that all this stuff is going on. There was a great, one of my best friends, of which I admit I have many. I should probably just do this so you can see. This is the studio. It's not psychedelically colored like that. It's just a reflection of something. But there's the studio. So that's what I'm sitting in front of. Matter of fact, I have to take a picture, I guess. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that. I don't know. Well, it just disappeared, but let's see. It took a picture. No, I was showing you a picture. I tell you, I have to admit, so I was just trying to show you a picture of the studio. And that's the studio. Okay. I probably should start over again because I've already not wasted, but somebody will find it useful. But I've 3 minutes. I'm already 3 minutes into this video, and who knows how long my wife's going to be gone for me to actually record this without doors opening and closing and cats scratching and all that stuff that goes on. So I'm going to just work on getting focused. So I'll just say so a lot, and I'll do the quote signs. Okay. Let's just do this. Let's just state out loud. I connect with my deep self. I connect with my higher self. Connect with my highest self. I ground myself to the healing center of the earth. I open myself to the healing power of the One. I let go of anything not useful to me now. And I choose to work with the Hathors. The healing field is open. I ask that we be placed in a field of protection while we do our work. And I ask the higher self to take us through the portal of time to the event that would be of the highest good to release and integrate at this time. And I invite all souls to return to the event, to release and integrate the energy of the event for themselves. And I ask that all the souls be placed in a field of protection while they do their work. So you'll just do your work, I'll do my work, The other souls will do their work, but we're all working with the same field of energy. And so as we release it, as you release it with me and I release it with the souls, this energy comes off this event and it's released and integrated. We'll come back to it in a brief while. Meanwhile, the 6th month of the 13 lunar months of the Mayan calendar completed yesterday with a white self-existing world bridger. The white world bridger is the solar kin. Self-existing is the lunar tone. So there's 13 lunar tones. Today's lunar tone is Overtone. Today's solar kin is Blue Hand. We have just left month 6, the rhythmic moon of equality, all about balance. We've moved into the resonant moon of attunement, month number 7. The middle tone of the 13 tones, 1 through 13, the very middle tone is 7, and it's the connecting link between the other 6 tones. And if you think of the 7 chakras, so these are 13 tones. If you think of the 7 chakras, and there's other chakras as well, but if you just think of the basic 7 chakras and their tone, it's the combined energy of the 7 chakras and they're vibrating together that forms our tone. Today, the lunar tone is the overtone. So we're going to read about that. I'm going to read to you about that. We're not going to read about it, but I'm going to read to you about it like a children's story. I might be the child reading the story. I am the child reading the story. And I just lost my front tooth, and I'm putting it underneath. I wonder if I could put it underneath my pillow, and I could psychically send a message to my wife to take that tooth and leave a quarter. That's what we used to get, a quarter. Sure, it wouldn't mean a lot to you now, unless it was silver. And you might be like, whoa, this thing's worth a fortune. The blue hand is guided by vision. Fridays are associated with the crown chakra. The month, the 7th month, is a month of attunement. It's about channeling, inspiring, and attuning ourselves to the higher forces as Winklil, the Mayan word for human being, which translates as cosmic vibratory root. We are a root system for the cosmos as human beings, as Winklil. When our crown is open to the greater reality, and that greater reality has some energy to bring into the earth, it brings it in through the cosmic vibratory root, which is us. And when it's bringing in a lot of energy, like it is right now, sometimes you could be going like, ah. too much, it's too much, it's too much. Or you can let go and go, I am available to the cosmic consciousness as a vibrational root system to uplift the planet. You can just say that. And there's a saying from neurolinguistic programming that it's only true if it's true for you. So if I say something and you go, well, that's just not true, then you don't have to state it out loud. You don't have to believe a thing I say. Because really almost everything we're making up anyway, possibly based on our experience. So we may be making up something that we've discovered works for us. But if it doesn't work for somebody else, that doesn't mean it doesn't work for us. And maybe it works for me, and maybe it works for one other. And then we do this. We share that vibration. And in our coming together, in that, I can't do the hand thing quite right when it's all backwards and goofy. But when we come into that alignment, and we come into that vibration where we're vibrating together, it amplifies that vibration and it affects our world. That's the purpose of doing it. Only the highest vibes. Only the highest vibes. We just tune into that which is a high vibe for us. We know a high vibe because it'll typically make us a little bit uncomfortable until we let go of any resistance to it, and then we come into comfort. Blue overtone hands. So we'll go directly back, and I'm not even going to talk. This is a new month, and I'm not going to go too much into details. Maybe I will tomorrow. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to jump right to overtone. The overtone is tone 5, and what the overtone is about is empowering, commanding, and radiance. What are we bringing to power? What are we being commanded by? And what are we radiating out into the world? Tone 5. So the principle of the center, governed by the number 5, allows the order of 4 to move as the seasons move around a common solar center. Tone 5 is the principle of center which animates the world of form. Animates the world of form. Understanding the 13-tone wave spell as a sequence, the radiance of tone 5 amplifies the form structured by tone 4. Measured and defined, form is secure and ready to be radiantly shared with the empowered expression of tone 5. And then there's 20 solar tones or solar kin or solar tribes. If you go to 13moon.com, you can type in your birth date and you can find out which of the 20 kin are yours. You might find out that you're a blue hand, or a yellow sun, or a red serpent, or a white world bridger. But today is the 7th of the 20 solar tones. Today is a blue hand, and the blue is about the West. It's about transformation. It's related to the heart, but today it's on a day related to the crown. And it's about knowing, accomplishing, and healing. And there's a book called The Mayan Factor, and there's a quote from it that says, "Through skill, all things are transformed." Blue hand embodies the power of creativity and mastery. Completion and attainment are the work of hands to bridge, to mend, to support, to lend. The great civilizations of humanity could never have been built if not for our hands, and I always have to add, or possibly aliens. Just because it just makes me laugh to say it. And after I've said it a few hundred times, people go, well, it doesn't make me laugh. Okay, so while achievement is the common proof of accomplishment, we are reminded that the process of actualizing is equally relevant. Genuine accomplishment carries an inherent force of healing. Engaged in our activities, we are infused with purpose, we are fulfilling the moment, we are communing through process. When we bring peace to all that we do, everything becomes an act of healing. Let us express our artistry, craft, and skills as a means to uplift ourselves, our community, and our environment. As we acknowledge our personal need for healing, may we also sensitize to the universal need for healing. And while healing begins with an acceptance of what is, as it is, may we also set out to accomplish transformations that open the next level of our lives. From this attitude of non-resistance, we can take steps to help relieve the suffering of ourselves and others. Our physical hands are tools of knowing. Hands sense. You see my hands all the time, feeling, knowing. Information comes through my hands frequently. As extensions of our innate being, our hands both receive and transmit energy and speak a universal language. Blue hand encourages us to acknowledge our hands and the power of touch. A million words of separation vanish in one embrace. From the alchemical principle, man is a microcosm containing all knowledge of the macrocosm. We're just a fractal. Or we are a fractal of everything. And to open up those memories, it happens as we resolve unresolved things of the past, whether they be things that we carry in our system from earlier times in this life, from earlier lives of this soul, from ancestral lives that came in through our genetics that are unresolved, and through collective energies that we've taken in that need resolution and can only be resolved by us. And we have 2.5 months to go approximately before March 24th of 2025, which is the completion of 28 years of cleansing. Think about it, 28 years of cleansing. And the woman that I ran into today with her daughter, the woman was a Libra, the daughter is a Leo, and 28 years of cleansing, the woman was 11 when this period of cleansing started. And the daughter, who was 5, was in the other realm when this cleansing started. So she's 5, so she came in during the time of rapid cleansing, but she probably came in pretty clear, and she was just waiting until March so she could go, finally, the place has the vibe that I brought. And that's what they did, these young ones. They're bringing a good vibe. Okay, so we'll do the last little piece of the healing field. Ask the higher self to assist all the souls that return to the event to combine with that part of their soul that had remained at the event and bring that combined soul into their body with all of its wisdom, power, clarity, compassion, creativity, and kindness through the crown chakra, which is wide open today because it's Friday, the day of the crown chakra. The first day of the week. Friday is the first day of the week in the Mayan calendar. I think it's lovely. Just start the week off and next day is a holiday. Or every day is a holiday with you, dear. Okay, I ask all those souls to ground themselves in the healing center of the earth, open up the portal for the delivery of these new energies into the earth at this time, and I ask the higher self and all the others to bring these new energies into the world through us now. I ask that these new energies be activated, and I let the universe and beyond know that this has been done and that it's good. Okay, hope this serves you well. This is round 1 of the healing events of today. There have recently been 2 or 3 healing events per day, which is basically, I feel like, been purging my entire system, which I appreciate because I feel like it needed some purging. All right, be well, serve the highest good for all, and now can change.